Good day, gentlemen. If you twist yourself into someone you think your woman wants you to be, then she might end up liking you, but she will never be able to love the real you because you're denying her that opportunity without even knowing it. And 5 years ago, I did the exact same thing, but it almost killed my 3-year relationship at the time. So today, I want to share 4 brutally honest lessons with you. Lessons that no marriage counselor or therapist will ever give you. Lessons that will actually help you overcome this and build the exact relationship you truly want. Because once my girl and I overcame this, our relationship became so peaceful, so connected, so supportive, so passionate that now we've been together for almost 8 years, and we have no doubt that we'll spend the rest of our lives together. It wasn't easy to get here, but brother, you know that you're made for more. And it's exhausting to know that you can be better, but not doing better. I've been there, brother. So, as always, let's get right into this. For lesson 1, I want to go deeper into what I said at the start. If you twist yourself into someone you think your girlfriend wants, because you think that will make her like you more, then you're unknowingly forcing her to be a kind of surrogate girlfriend, a woman who has to try to love the person you're pretending to be instead of the real you, because you're hiding who you actually are. And this is why you feel so lonely in this relationship. And this is also why she feels so disconnected to you. This whole issue comes from you being afraid of losing her. And that's why you changed yourself. And I'll go deeper into this in lesson 2. But first, I want to be very clear about one thing. None of this happens because she doesn't love you. This happens because she loves you, but you are changing yourself into a man who she didn't sign up for. And the thing is, I'm not trying to shame you here or make you feel guilty because you're doing this without realizing that you're doing it. Your fear of losing her makes you put on that mask and pretend to be someone else, hide who you truly are. But then, brother, how is she supposed to connect with and love who you truly are? And this leads me to lesson 2. Let's go deeper into this fear of losing her, which causes all of this trouble. Because I honestly became terrified of losing her after our honeymoon phase ended a little over a year into the relationship. Because up until that point, everything was so fantastic. There was so much love, so much passion, so much excitement, so much attraction. But once that initial excitement about getting to know each other, getting to know this new person, once that novelty wore off, I was convinced that she would leave me soon, that she wouldn't stay with me for long. Sorry, I have a hiccup here, but we'll do this anyway. I was convinced she would, not stay for long. And I thought I had to do more, do better, just be different somehow. For example, I started spending way more time with her because she always said that that's what she wanted, right? I started sacrificing my hobbies and my business goals to spend time with her, but honestly, we just felt more and more disconnected. Our sex life became worse and worse, and my fear of losing her, which in reality, I didn't know it at the time, but in reality was what people call anxious attachment, grew bigger and bigger, grew just more and more strong. And I was constantly thinking about the relationship at that time. I couldn't focus on my work. I wasn't able to focus on anything. I was constantly just thinking and overthinking about the relationship. Even while she was literally lying in bed right next to me, I struggled to fall asleep for hours at that time. But honestly, this time after the honeymoon phase just is really tricky. That's the truth. This initial excitement of getting to know this new person wears off. And then people, because maybe you feel a bit disconnected, maybe the sex gets a bit worse, whatever, just it's not this passionate fire anymore that it was at the start. People start panicking. People start getting afraid of losing their partner. Oh, maybe my partner is talking to someone else. Maybe that's why they don't seem so attracted to me anymore. And then they make this mistake of changing themselves into someone they think their partner wants, right? I made this mistake, right? They change themselves into this person and try to gain their partner's attraction through that again, when in reality, their partner doesn't feel attracted to this new person they're becoming. They feel attracted to the person they signed up for. At the start, my girl was, for example, attracted to me because I was ambitiously working towards my goals and because I had all these adventurous hobbies. But when the relationship then started going downhill, I thought I was doing something wrong. I thought I had to change what I'm doing here and become someone that she likes more. But this is simply because no one ever told me that, firstly, this dip after the honeymoon phase is normal because that initial excitement wears off. But secondly, and this is the more important lesson here, this initial excitement, this novelty of getting to know a new person, that is just one of many different things that can make a relationship connected and exciting and passionate. Nowadays, we are so brainwashed by relationship advice from people who don't even have the relationship that we truly want, that we now think, oh, if that initial excitement after the honeymoon phase, if this wears off, if the honeymoon phase basically doesn't last forever until we die, then this relationship will end soon. And then I have to change something and all this stuff, when in reality, yes, you have to change something, which is you have to change your perspective on what makes a relationship actually exciting. Because if you're just getting excited, and if she's just getting excited by getting to know new people, well then no, the relationship will not last. But if you find deeper ways to connect, then the relationship will absolutely last, like me and my girl had done for the last 8 fucking years. Brother, when your fear of losing her makes you change yourself, makes you really reject yourself, reject what's unique about you, reject the things about you that she felt so attracted to in the first place, then really, you're rejecting her. And that's why the relationship might actually end. Because when you change yourself into someone that you're not, you kill the man that she was once so attracted to. And then how is she supposed to love you? How is she supposed to feel connected to you? So how do we actively tackle this? Well, that's what lesson 3 and 4 are about, so let's get into those. Lesson 3 is this: you kill that man that she was once so attracted to because you're seeking her approval, which, by the way, is a very normal thing to do if you love a woman, but we still need to change this. I was frankly dependent on my girl's approval in the past, and this then made me put on that mask and change myself into someone who I was not, and with that, again, kill the connection in the relationship, right? And especially if you're afraid of conflict, that makes you change yourself. Honestly, that makes you just hide your differences from her. Hide those things that are different from her, because you know subconsciously that differences can lead to conflict, and conflict can lead to the relationship ending, which is what you're afraid of. But here's the thing: differences don't just lead to conflict, they also lead to attraction. And this is where the solution lies for you. Because let's be honest, when you and her first met, what attracted you to each other were your differences. It's like two opposite magnets shooting together. The attraction is inevitable. And that's why, for example, you don't feel attracted to your mates, because they're too similar. There is no polarity there between the masculine energy and the feminine energy. Really, the thing that makes a relationship and the sex in that relationship thrive is when both of you have built a level of security and trust with each other that makes you feel safe enough to embrace your differences without letting them explode when there's conflict. Because you're two different people. Conflict will be there, trust me. But good conflict resolution and healthy communication isn't the cause of a good relationship, as so many people think. It's the result of a good relationship. Healthy communication becomes automatic once you both feel safe enough and secure enough within yourselves and within the relationship. Because why would you shut down if you feel safe enough? Why would you get defensive? Why would you shout at them? No, there's nothing to protect yourself from anymore. And when you see that, healthy communication, like I said, becomes automatic. One crucial step for you, and maybe also for her, is that you need to learn to approve of yourself. Because once you have your own approval, you don't need other people's approval anymore. So you will stop seeking it. And most likely, seeking other people's approval was something, and changing yourself to get that approval was something that at one stage in your life helped you. Maybe it helped you get your parents' approval and it made you the good child, right? Or it helped you not get bullied in school, or it helped you be part of a friend group, whatever. And maybe same for her. But the thing is, now in adulthood, in this relationship, especially that you're in right now, it's fucking you over. Because then I covered this a million times, I won't say it again, but it's fucking you over. The wall that once protected you is now imprisoning you. You have to now learn to live your truth and to speak your truth by, for example, setting healthy boundaries. Not immature boundaries, right? No red pill bullshit, no playing games, whatever, none of that, right? Not any boundaries that push her down, but boundaries that make it easier for you to be the best man that you can be for this relationship. For example, one thing that is very important to me is my work, making these videos for you guys, serving my clients at the highest level possible, all that stuff. And so, for example, I will not spend time with my girl if I'm not done with my work yet, because I won't actually be able to be fully present with her. I'll still be thinking about work. But once I've achieved all of the things I wanted to achieve on any given day, then I can be with her, and I can be with her fully. And by the way, I've already filmed an entire episode on my step-by-step framework for how I set healthy boundaries in my relationship. I won't say it again here because I don't want to waste the people's time who have already seen this video, but if you haven't seen it, you can find it on my channel. It's been a couple months since I filmed that. It was back in winter. It was freezing when I filmed that, but you'll find it on my channel if you're interested. For now, let's get into lesson number 4, which is by far the most valuable, most important lesson in this entire episode, because I always keep the most valuable lessons to the end of these episodes, so only guys like you who are actually fully committed to improving the relationship, only guys like you get these lessons. And I want to commend you, as always, for your efforts, for you putting in the time here and actually implementing the advice that I give you here, because yes, you're doing that for yourself. Yes, you want a better relationship, but you're also doing it for your family or future family, and that's awesome. So here's lesson 4. You have to sacrifice certain things to be in a thriving relationship with a great woman, but most men sacrifice the wrong things. Because I'm not talking about sacrificing your business goals or sacrificing the sports that you play or sacrificing the time with your mates. No. Because if you sacrifice the things that make you you, then you sacrifice the connection with her. I'm talking about sacrificing your old self, sacrificing insecurity, sacrificing ego, sacrificing bad habits, sacrificing fake comfort, sacrificing immaturity, which isn't the same as childishness, by the way. That boyish, childish part of you is very important. Don't lose that. Anyway, building a great relationship with a great woman will lovingly force you to sacrifice parts of yourself that you already don't like about yourself. The feminine will always challenge you. David Deida has this great quote where he says, "The masculine grows by challenge," and a good woman will shut down emotionally or sexually or even move on from a relationship if you don't step up to the plate and become the man she knows you can be. You know this is true because you've experienced it in the past. So make sure you don't become one of those men who grow older but never grow up. And there's one crucial part of this that I want to go deeper on. You need to sacrifice your fear of being loved by her. Might sound weird, but let me explain, because most likely, just like me in the past, you are someone who isn't used to receiving this stable and unconditional sense of love. But if we're not used to something, the problem is that it feels uncomfortable or even dangerous. It might feel like you can't allow yourself to receive her love or to even just ask her for what you need from her, because what if you become dependent on it? Or what if she is not willing to give that and she leaves you because you asked for something? Well, brother, at the end of the day, if she leaves you because you asked for something, then maybe you shouldn't have been in that relationship in the first place. And if you are in a good relationship right now with a woman who actually wants to love you, then you're not just hurting yourself by not asking for what you need from her and by not receiving her love, but you're also hurting her by doing this. Give her the opportunity to care for you. She wants to care for you. She wants to love you. For the almost 8 years that I've now been in my relationship, my girl has always taken care of me when I'm ill, for example. And this felt uncomfortable in the past because she will go overboard. Like, she will make me tea 10 times a day. She will call me every couple hours when she's away and like checking in on me, like, hey, how are you doing? Whatever. She will make me great food every day. She's a nutritionist, so like food is fucking fantastic. Anyway, or earlier this year when my grandmother unfortunately passed away, me and my girl, we were in different countries at the time, but she cried with me on the phone for hours. And whatever goal I set for myself, she always tells me that she believes in my ability to achieve those goals. Man, that is fun for her. She wants to do that. Let her do that. Give her the opportunity to care for you. Like I said, for a long time, I wasn't actually able to receive this. It felt uncomfortable because I wasn't used to getting treated this well. I was bullied heavily in school for years. At home, there were constantly like fights and shouting and doors being slammed. And over time, all these aggressive voices from other people merged into the voice in my own head. I was constantly at war with myself, man. Up until a couple of years ago, I wasn't even able to take a fucking compliment from her. I would literally just downplay that compliment. I wasn't actually able to just say thank you. I would literally reject her love because it didn't feel normal. It felt too good to be true when it wasn't. And brother, one of the best things that you can do for a relationship, I eventually realized this, right? I eventually realized that I'm doing not just myself, but also the relationship and her a massive disservice by rejecting her love. One of the best things you can do for her, for the relationship, and for you is to build the capacity to fully receive her love. If this resonates with you and you know that you can be better, then I've recently filmed this episode for you where I go even deeper into this. You can go watch that right now, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day. Boys, I have to show you this. I'm about to start filming here. And then we got these guys, or girls rather, right? And they're so cute because they always try to lick your hand, but then you can pet them. Hello, good morning. Yeah. What a life. What a life.